Thank you for taking the time today to take a look at our video on predictive financial services. Today we're going to try to help you answer the question, is it a scam or is it real? First thing we want to take a look at is their website, which I'm sorry to say was full of red flags for us. First of all, they're saying they get a 5,050% weekly option gain. That is just unbelievable. That's awesome. I hope that's true, right? They say in the fourth quarter of 28, if you had traded 10 contracts, you would have made over $288,000. Now, I'm not sure exactly how big your account size would have had to be to trade 10 contracts. It's going to depend on the number of trades they gave you during that time period and whether you're buying puts, calls, things like that. They said 3 to 10 weekly option recommendations, which is not very many if you're getting $288,000. They're saying a goal of between 30% and 100% for each position. So that tells you you're probably going to have to risk quite a bit to come up with that $288,000 return. They do offer a 7-day free trial, which sounds great. Unfortunately, with their system, a 7-day free trial is just about useless. You're not going to be able to tell anything about the way they trade in 7 days, and you're not going to be able to tell what the results are during that time period. Like I said, there were a number of red flags right on the website that had us a little suspicious before we ever even looked at it. But we did try to keep an open mind as we went forward and did 30 days worth of trades with them. Now, you may still be digesting what we told you was on their website. I'll be honest, we looked at it a number of times ourselves and it was pretty excited if it wasn't for the fact that we've been down this road before with these types of claims. So we try to sit back and think about it and really look at the systems. The claims are impressive. If they're true, Predictive Financial Services is probably one of the best option traders we have ever come across. We want them to be successful because we would like to make that much money just as much as you would. We actually stumbled across Predictive Financial Services some time before we actually decided to give them a try and trade with them for about 30 days. When we first found them, their website was not very impressive. It turned us off a little bit, and then the more we thought about it, we said, well, are they real traders that just don't know how to do a website, but they do a great job at trading options? Or is it someone that lives in the basement of their parents' home and they've decided they can make money giving stock advice? Obviously, we had no idea which one. However, they have updated their website since then. It's a much more professional website. Again, not sure if that's a plus or a minus. There were a couple of things that concerned us when we looked at how they traded. One was option liquidity. Now, they say they get around this by using highly liquid options like Netflix, Google, Baidu, Amazon, and other large ones like that. Okay, that seems to make sense. However, if you have just 20 subscribers, and each of them are purchasing 10 contracts at whatever price they have recommended, that's about 200 contracts that need to clear the market at that price. Well, the market is driven by supply and demand, so the more people that are buying is going to raise that price. So the more subscribers they have, and assuming if they're really doing this well trading, if they're getting 5,000% returns, they're probably trading more than 10 contracts. Then you could have thousands and thousands of contracts theoretically trying to get traded at the price they recommend. And we had a lot of concern about whether or not the market could fill those before the market drove the price up. Another thing that concerned us was the bid-ask spread on options. Amazon, for instance, can get pretty wide. So we were very concerned that even if there was some liquidity there still would not be enough liquidity to put that bid-ask spread at a position where you could get filled where they said you needed to get filled. Again, as more people start to buy at that level, those options at price there are going to dry up. They also said to shoot for between a 30% and a 100% return. That's a big difference, and it can make a huge difference in your overall return, or even if you have a loss or a profit at the end of a week. It seemed to us that every time we took a 30% gain, they came back and said, oh look, we got a 100% gain. Sometimes if we skip the 30% gain, and we ended up with perhaps a loss on that trade or a break even, then they said, oh yeah, we closed at 30% or we closed at 50%. And we never were able to figure out where they chose to close at because it wasn't always obvious, and you couldn't wait on the emails to come out that told you, hey, close now, because then it would be too late and you may or may not make any money. So what problems did we run into? Well, we've already touched on the biggest one. Seemed like we always closed at the worst possible time, and they always closed at the exact right time. Another issue we had were the emails. You get 2 per day when they're trading, and you know about what time, especially the first one's going to come out. Sometimes it's in the inbox, sometimes it's not in the inbox, sometimes it's there 5 or 10 minutes late. So that means by the time we got it, we were already behind on that trade, and we were already chasing the price that we needed to get filled at. They did recommend certain email platforms over others. I believe Yahoo was bad, Gmail was good, and so on like that. They did give us that information when we signed up and we used a Gmail account. However, we still got late emails. We touched on this earlier. They do offer a 7-day trial. We always love it when they offer a trial. However, with their system, 7 days simply is not enough time to make a decision or even see how the trades are really going to play out week to week. You need at least 30 days, and in truth, you probably need about 90 days. Another big issue is that paper trading is almost useless since the fills are not the same as live trading. Slippage, liquidity, and Bidask spreads are a killer if you're trying to copy their trades. And in virtual trading, you simply do not get the same fills as you do as live trading. So yes, you should still virtual trade just to see how the system works and how it feels, but the results you get virtually trading will not be the same as when you go live. Another thing that really bothered us is there was no obvious way for us to determine what their system was. We do a lot of trading. Our guess is it's some sort of momentum system that you're using to make these trades. Sometimes they seemed random and didn't fall into a pattern that maybe you saw in a previous trade. So it was a little confusing for us as we try to understand the mechanics of how they trade. What were our results? Well, we did not do very well. It wasn't a complete catastrophe, but we really struggled to get the same fills we did. The emails seemed to come late, and it seemed like we closed when they held, or they held and we closed. We were just unable to match their trading results in the same 30-day period that we looked at. In fact, we were so disappointed in our results that we did the same thing you probably did that put you where you are now listening to us. We searched the internet for "Is Predictive Financial Services a Scam?" We actually found quite a few reviews and provided a couple of them here on this video that we came across that really stood out. We didn't really see a lot of good ones, to be honest. Certainly do your own search, see what you think. You should always do your own research, but with our experience and not able to match their results and then what others have said on the internet that have used them, it's certainly another red flag that I think you really have to look into. Our original blog post on Predictive Financial Services on our website underpaidoverwork.com was about a year ago. And we went through those comments as we were doing this video, and they were very similar to what we've been telling you here today. Some of the more positive comments simply said that a 7-day trial was not enough, which we agree with. In all fairness to Predictive Financial Services, we would like to say that we only followed their trade for about 30 days. Perhaps that was just a bad time period. Perhaps it was our fault that our emails didn't come in a timely fashion. Maybe we could have done something better there. Perhaps we missed something on how to close trades and at the right points, because we certainly seemed to miss the points they were closing at. But Predictive, if you happen to be watching this video, if you really can get over 5,000% returns, please let us know. We would absolutely love to throw our money at you. If anyone else knows how to do that, we would like to talk to you also. 5,000% returns are unbelievable, and we would love to get a part of that. Please do not leave this video without pressing the like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more reviews like this, as well as a lot of other things on our website, underpaidoverwork.com. How many of those other reviews and articles that we make videos on depends on how many likes we get and how many people subscribe to our channel. We'll continue to produce them, but we need your help, and let us know you like them. Please also leave any comments you might have. If you've had experience with Predictive Financial Services, please comment on that. If there's someone else you would like us to take a look at, please let us know that. We're always looking at other companies to do reviews on. Again, glad you got to look at our video and hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, please like, and please subscribe. Thanks.